Hello and welcome to Marathon Recon, a mile-by-mile preview of the 2018 LA Marathon. I'm Martise Moore, the Run Faster coach, and today we're running mile 18, and I have the privilege of running with Anna today. Anna is running for Race for Veronica's Place, and it's a charity, so we're going to find out more about that. And Anna is a veteran runner of the LA Marathon, so we're going to find out what it's like to run mile 18 through her. So, okay, let's get started. All right, so we're still on the famous Rodeo Drive, and we're heading towards Wilshire Boulevard. We're going to be making a right on Wilshire Boulevard. So, like, right in front of you is the hotel from, like, Pretty Woman. So that's interesting.
The best movie.
All right, so we're going to be turning here onto Wilshire. So we're still going a little bit downhill right now, and then here it actually starts to get a little bit uphill. It's a tiny incline, but at this point you're going to be noticing every incline. So Anna, tell us what it's like on this part of the race. You run the race like how many times?
So I've been with Race for Veronica's Place for 6 years now. I did the very first marathon 6 years ago, the full marathon. And then the last 4 years I've been doing the half marathon through the charities. And then this year I decided I'm going to do the full marathon again.
Okay, nice. So you've done it multiple times. Okay, so what's this part of the race like?
So this one is just more fun because it's just so beautiful. It's usually in the warmer part of the day. So, you know, I definitely like to take it a little bit slower here just because I like to take in the sights, and then also I like to just enjoy it.
Okay, cool. So how's the crowd like here? Are there a lot of people cheering?
Oh, you know, the LA Marathon the support on LA Marathon is phenomenal. And I have to say, this is probably one of the best marathons I've ever been a part of. And it's great for the charities, it's great for support. And this is just a fun area. We're going to be coming up to the cheerleader row, which is, I think it's up this way, right? And that one is just fun. It's all of the cheerleading squads.
Yeah, that's actually like the next mile.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that is a pretty cool feature of the marathon. But there's a lot of specific charity cheer stations on this mile.
Yeah.
So.
We have a cheer squad that goes on mile 24 to 25. So it's close to our church.
Right.
Race for Veronica's Place is a ministry of St. Monica Catholic Community. It's out of Santa Monica. And like I said, we've been a partner with the LA Marathon for 6 years now. Whew. Red lights.
Yeah.
Gotta love the red lights. And so our church is in Santa Monica off of 7th Street, so we usually have our cheer squad at 7th Street in San Vicente, which is really cool. It's the last mile of the race, and then that's where we get our extra energy. Yeah.
So what do you guys do? So
Veronica's Place is a food pantry in Kenya. It's our sister parish in a slum in Nairobi, Kenya. And it's named Veronica after a parishioner who lost her life very suddenly to lupus. Veronica's Place provides food to 500 people with HIV and AIDS.
Okay.
So it's a much needed ministry, and through the race, through the LA Marathon, we've been able to raise the annual budget for feeding 500 people for an entire year.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
This year we just increased it by 100, so we used to provide to 400. This year we provide to 500.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you guys,
honestly, it's through the marathon. It's by the grace of the marathon.
Wow, so we definitely want to help support the extra 100 people that you guys are going to be supporting.
Absolutely.
So you guys have a donation page.
We do. And it's a super easy page. It's bit.ly//2018 R4 VP.
Okay, so we're definitely gonna put that link up with the video after the fact, but definitely make sure you guys send some kind of donation. Everything helps.
Yeah, everything helps. In fact, $10 feeds one child.
Oh, wow. You know, that's good to know. $10 is $10. You're feeding one child. So
Yes.
you have $10.
Yeah. Yeah, that's 2 coffees, right?
Right. Okay, cool. So you've been doing this so many times, and now you're doing the full marathon. Can you tell us about how you're training for it?
So I train, you know, we're small groups, so we send out the training program to our we have 21 people. And the reason why I do this is because those 20 people are doing this, and if I'm encouraging them to run, I figure I need to get out there and run myself.
Right.
So I'm walking the marathon.
Okay.
And I get out there and I try to walk at least 3 to 4 times a week, and then do my long mileage.
Okay.
In fact, this upcoming weekend I'll be doing 20 miles.
Right. So that's an interesting point, because people need to realize that you can walk.
Yeah.
It's going to take a really long time. In fact, do you have an idea about how long it might take you?
It's going to take me about 6.5 hours
Okay.
to walk, so 2 hours more than a lot of the runners.
Okay. Yeah, so this is a really important point. Because it's going to take so long, you need to be even more prepared than the average runner. Meaning you need to have extra supplies on you, because the reality of them potentially running out of stuff by the time you get to the later miles is higher.
Yeah.
And, you know, you're going to need to eat like food.
Yeah.
Because you haven't eaten, you can't go a whole marathon without eating for 6.5 hours. So can you tell us about how you're preparing to be out there for that long?
So when I train with specific foods. So I eat dates or potatoes. One of the things that one of my runners said to me that was hilarious, it made me laugh, was that the LA Marathon is like a walking buffet.
Yeah.
But what I usually try and tell my people is that if they haven't trained with the food, then don't go out on race day and see if it works with your body.
Right. No, that's a really important point. You don't want to try anything new on race day, and you're going to be tempted to eat a lot of that free stuff.
Yeah.
So make sure it's stuff that you know your stomach can handle.
Yeah.
So you don't want to have bathroom problems.
Exactly.
Out there.
Exactly. So I just make sure I have water on hand. I always refill my bottles whenever there's a water station. As I mentioned, I think I mentioned this, that we have a cheer squad on mile 24. So there's a lot of areas that have water stations that I can probably find somebody to give me like coconut water. I usually do coconut water.
Okay. Cool. And why do you do that?
You know, I'm not really good with the gels or the sugary drinks, and I found that like either coconut water or salt tabs usually work best for me.
Okay, perfect. And that's a good point too, that you know there's lots of gels out there. You need to be trying them and see if they work for you, because they're not for everybody. They're a very convenient source of fuel, you know, electrolytes, but that may not be the source that your stomach can handle. Or your taste buds.
I notice I'm pretty sensitive when it comes to like the sugar, all of the sugars. So I try to do dates or potatoes, especially salts.
Yeah, because you still need some sort of sugar source, so you got to figure out, well, which one can my body handle, and figuring that out on race day is a bad strategy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we try to get our people out there 6 months before the marathon, at least testing out their body.
Right. Oh, that's really good. So, are you guys like out there wearing this shirt?
Yeah, so we have our black shirts. My sister designed this, so she's on my team for the second time this year, which is really cool. I love this shirt. It says "Think Like a Cheetah." So I do a coach series once a month at St. Monica. Our last one is on the 25th of February, and it's all mental toughness.
Nice.
So since we are a small group, everybody trains on their own. They run on their own, or they walk on their own. Excuse me. And what I try to do is at least give them some mental practice. And then we're going to be doing visualization on Sunday on the marathon.
Okay, so can you give us a quick tip of mental toughness?
With Think Like a Cheetah is to I want you to imagine yourself running with the cheetahs. So,
Nice.
yeah, so we go to Africa once a year in the summertime, and we've seen the cheetahs on safari.
Oh, cool.
And they're graceful, beautiful animals. And just the way they move, they use their entire body.
Right.
So what I try to do is have them imagine running with a cheetah, using your entire body. So from your crown of your head all the way down to your hips, to your heels.
Right.
And then make sure you're completely in alignment.
Oh, that's a really good one. I like that. Because who doesn't think cheetahs are cool?
Yeah. Yeah, and it's just a really cool. So I really like these t-shirts. Hopefully the black t-shirts are not going to be too hot this race, but I just wanted to go with something really cool this year.
Yeah, we don't know what the weather's going to be yet. Still,
Yeah.
We're still a month out.
Yeah.
So, hopefully it's going to be good marathon weather.
Yeah.
But that's so important to layering.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. Because when you start, it's typically really cold.
Right.
Yeah.
In fact, one of the good tips people talk about is, you want to donate like the clothes that you wear to the marathon.
Yeah.
To charity. So like, it's just you kind of have like these throwaway clothes at the beginning because it's so cold.
Yes.
And then like as you start stripping down, they actually donate the clothes to charity.
Yes. So if you don't have anything laying around, go to a thrift store.
Right.
Just pick up a sweatshirt, some sweatpants, keep yourself warm before the race, and then just have fun out there.
I'm starting to think about where you guys are. That's a really beautiful church. I've been to some weddings there.
Yeah, it's actually under renovation right now. So the church is going to be reopened on March 3rd, and it is a gorgeous church.
Right. Wow, that's so amazing what you guys do. Can you share a story with us on like how it's affected one of the family's lives there, what you guys are doing there?
So as I mentioned, we go back to Africa. We've been back, I think, about 17 years or 16 years now. Race for Veronica's Place has been 6 years old, but we go back and we see children grow, and we see babies born without HIV and AIDS. It's all about education and awareness. So imagine if you get a diagnosis of you have AIDS or you have cancer, it immediately paralyzes people.
Right.
But this community brings them together. They give them a spiritual base. They give them nutrition, which is provided by Race for Veronica's Place, and they get the medications. And then babies are born without AIDS because of the medication.
Beautiful.
But in order for the medication to work, they need nutrition. And that's where we come in. We provide the nutrition.
Wow, that's interesting. I didn't realize. You know how nutrition is important, but like how important it is for the medicine to work.
Yeah.
You need to have the nutrition that goes along with it.
Absolutely, absolutely. In any of our, body chemistry, we always need to have proper nutrition for anything to work.
And especially for a marathon.
Especially for the marathon.
Okay. So we've reached the end of mile 18, and now we're in Century City. And it is starting to be a little bit uphill here, guys.
Yeah.
So be prepared for that. But I want to thank my special guest, Anna,
Yeah.
and telling us all about Race for Veronica's Place. We're going to put that link up. Please support it.
Thank you.
And if anybody has any questions about mile 18 or any other aspect of the LA Marathon, please go to GreenRunnerLA.com. And until next time, keep running, everybody. See you on mile 19.
This was fun.